So there was beef. I didn't see it as beef, but there was beef. Wizkid versus The Weeknd. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Wizkid, Nigerian artist, who is believed to be the guy behind the smash hit One Dance by Drake. The Weeknd, I don't think he needs any introduction. I mean, Can't Feel My Face, The Hills. So basically, Wizkid, he has his nickname Starboy.
Yep.
And his label, his record label that he created, his own label is Starboy Entertainment, I believe. So The Weeknd recently, he's dropped a single called Starboy. He's dropped a video, and his album is also called Starboy. So initially, when this happened, like, obviously Nigerians were like, "Rah, Wizkid, like, how do you feel about this?" And at first he was just like, everybody is a Starboy. And I still think he feels that way. So a couple of days ago, he drops a tweet, he has another song with Drake. The Sixth God and the real Starboy have a song together. I saw that, I just thought it was bands, like, just like a little tongue-in-cheek, just like a little nudge, just like to, and also obviously for marketing purposes, because everybody's going to see that and retweet it. But people now took it to a whole nother dimension. That's the first thing. And then obviously I think The Weeknd must have seen it. He tweeted as well, Starboy. So I don't think there's any beef. I think they're just two artists.
But just the fans who got a bit...
Yeah. Obviously, that's always the thing. Fans tend to get carried away with these types of things. Even with something like Drake versus Kendrick, I don't think there's any beef there. But fans will take it the next level. So the thing with me, I'm fans of both. And I try as much as possible to be like objective. So on Twitter, I was like trying to be like, people were saying, because mostly I would follow, like my trends are Nigerian trends. So when whatever's trending in Nigeria, I see. So it's like people in Nigeria were saying Wizkid is bigger than The Weeknd. And then on like forums like KTT, people were saying The Weeknd is bigger, like blows Wizkid out. And then me being in the middle, I'm like, there needs to be balance to this. So people were saying things like, Wizkid has more downloads than The Weeknd. And I'm just there like, do you understand how big The Weeknd is? He had 3 massive songs last year. Can't Feel My Face, Earned It, and The Hills. Almost 1 billion views on YouTube. His reach is far greater than that of the Wizkid, right?
Yeah.
If Wizkid's reach is Africa, which is like 1 billion people, The Weeknd has maybe 6 billion people.
Yeah.
Because people
like
know
people
him
in
Australia, in Singapore.
Malaysia,
apparently, he's really big in North Africa. He's big everywhere. Yeah. Whereas Wizkid is big in one concentration. Yeah. So you don't really need to do the math to know that Weeknd is going to have the bigger downloads. To further that, I actually went and like Googled, and The Weeknd had like one of the most pirated albums of last year, Beauty Behind the Madness. It had about 20 million illegal downloads.
And
so
you
that's
were part of
like,
that download?
No, I bought the album.
Oh, okay.
I actually bought that album.
Oh,
so don't look at me. I buy albums, okay? I support artists.
Yeah, sure.
If I don't buy, I stream. So shut the fuck up.
Sure.
At least I'm a real fan that supports artists, unlike some people that
I
just...
I like music all over the place. It's not like, I'm just drawn to one type of artist.
I'm not drawn to one type of artist
either,
but at least I support artists. And
I do support artists
I don't ride waves. But going back to The Weeknd versus Wizkid. So people were like, he has more downloads than The Weeknd. I'm like, rah, stop it. Somebody was like, he has more awards. And then they tried to bring up Headies. Headies is a local awards. Like, I don't know if it's only in Nigeria, but I think it's only in Nigeria. But it might be like an African awards. Now I'm like, The Weeknd has 2 Oscars. And pretty much every artist wants an Oscar.
Yeah.
And then it started listing artists who I don't believe do not want Oscars, but I didn't want to get into that argument. But basically it was like an argument of awards. And I'm saying he has 2 Oscars. I said, why did I say Oscar? And you didn't even correct me. Grammy. Oscar is for movies, Dumbo. Anyway,
I just wanted you to sound dumb.
No, you didn't know. You blanked as well. You did not know.
No, I actually wanted you to sound really dumb.
We know you don't know. It's okay.
Fuck you.
But anyway, 2 Grammys. And Grammys is like international. It's an international award.
Yeah,
thing.
no shit, Sherlock.
So, and then he was like, okay, maybe a song that he's been on billboards for. I'm like, first of all, One Dance okay, we can kind of agree it's Wizkid's song.
Yeah.
But The Weeknd has had like multiple songs on
There've
Billboard.
been number ones and more.
And he's had 2 number ones. He replaced himself at number 1.
Yeah.
And it was on Billboard for 32 weeks. Like, let's not even go there. Sales, he would destroy him. Then he wanted to bring it to tours within Africa. Right. Okay. If you're going to say tours within Africa, nobody's going to argue with you.
Yeah,
Wizkid would
because-
blow The Weeknd out. Maybe in North Africa, apparently Weeknd is really big and Wizkid isn't very known. And obviously in Ethiopia, because The Weeknd is from Ethiopia. But everywhere else, Wizkid would blow him out. Okay, let's take it outside of Africa now. Let's go to places like New York. Let's go to Japan. Like, it's no competition. So if you want to argue, the summary of this is, if you're a fan of either of them, like if you want to be pissed off, that's your business. I'm a fan of both of them, and I'd say that there's no beef. I don't think there's any beef. They're both 2 young African dudes. They're making music, and I'm sure they know each other, and they probably have something together. I would like to
Coming up,
believe that they have music together. So I don't understand why fans get so passionate that they start bashing each other. Like, to me, it's like, why are you so pissed? Like, I don't understand that
I think
kind
people
of
just take it really seriously if you're dissing their artist, like their favorite artist.
But that's not a diss, though.
Like, some people might take it as a diss, like, oh, you're putting my artist down, you know, he's done better things than, and then they start that
Me,
argument.
it just hurt me that they were trying to make it a beef. And I just saw these 2 as 2 nice artists that I both support, so I was trying to like
Yeah, but not everyone can
defend
be like you,
both
though.
of them. No, it's not a matter of being like me, it's just like defend both of them, because
Yeah.
it seemed like